95.7 The Hog, Daytona's rock station. How you doing? It's Riggs. The show, The Morning Hog. The hour, Morning Hog Happy Hour. Josh S.R. Perrott right there. Morning Hog Brew Review. Ready to rumble. Welcome back. Welcome back.
All right.
Listen, it's there's a lot of love in the air. Pre-Valentine's Day.
Yes, sir.
Pre-Super Bowl.
Big game.
We're not going to make by the way, we're not making picks. I said this year, we've made picks before, and we're not doing it. Right. So it doesn't, whatever you think, we think.
I can't lose two houses.
Right. right. The man's real estate is at stake. Yeah. Please, we're not making picks. But we will pick beers, and maybe we'll pick our favorite beer of the day. How about that?
Okay.
All right. I mean, they're all great, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I recognize some and some fresh.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, let's get into it. What do we got?
So we're going to start off with Tampa Bay Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Jeremy and Ian.
Yes, right?
Citrus Grove.
Okay.
So a few years ago, this beer was actually different. It was more of a sour style beer.
Right.
And they kind of evolved it now to a fruited blonde ale.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so I haven't had this. I just recognized the can. Oh, wow. Okay, it smells delightful.
Yeah, so tangerine and orange.
I just feel like I got vitamin
Grove.
C in my face right there, you know?
So 6.1% too, which is, for a blonde ale, that's up there.
Tangerine and orange. So it's a citrus hybrid.
Yeah, so this is one of their seasonal beers. So limited release. If you see it out there, grab it now.
Oh, God.
A little bit of draft, a little bit of package. Publix, Total Wine, maybe some ABCs, but some local independents as well.
Right.
But that is
a
flavor bomb of citrus.
That's incredible. I do remember that blend being very different.
Right.
This is very palatable.
Well, remember they had Citrus Grove would come out, and then at the same time Quat would come out.
Okay, yeah.
And then they had a hard time getting the kumquats for that, and so they've kind of pivoted a little bit for this particular season. But
yeah, tough season for the kumquats.
I guess so.
Yeah. I thought it was a tough season for the Jaguars.
Far too many jokes to say for that. So
no. Jaguars, you're lucky. We're taking the heat off you. Okay, so there's a lot happening here because you got two different flavors. You've got like that bitey citrus of the tangerine, but then the orange is very smooth. I think.
Yeah, brings a little bit of nice sweetness. But it's still a beer.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah,
it's very much still a beer. So you're getting all that citrus flavor up front. Good. Finishes kind of a beer flavored beer.
Yeah,
excellent. Easy drinking.
The label makes you happy too, I think, because you're like, look, it's still winter. Yeah. Weather could be weird.
I like that.
It's like happy, Hey, man, put some sunshine in your face.
Anything
vitamin C. I'm gonna call that beer vitamin C.
I like that.
Is that fine?
Maybe like a subtitle.
Do I need to text Ian about that?
I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
just for legal reasons.
I'll do that later for legals. Great beer.
Well, not only that, they're still doing the 16-ounce cans.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so you're getting a full pint instead of that 12-ouncer.
Thank you, TBBC.
TBBC.
TB2C. But that's great. I love that beer. I love that beer more than ever now.
It's delicious, man.
The tweaking and the formula twisting. Sometimes we have some of those beers that they just they ratchet it up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and they did it well.
They've done it here. Okay.
Speaking of, kind of tweaking and ratcheting a little bit, Sierra Nevada. Mm-hmm. We know all about their Hazy Little Thing line, their Little Thing line at this point, right?
We're besties.
Big Little Thing.
Yeah.
All kinds of things.
Yeah.
So they have that rotational seasonal that comes out every once in a while.
Okay.
Right now, we have Rad Little Thing.
Rad Little
Radical.
Thing? Whoa, really? Dude, I brought my where's my skateboard?
So that's actually what's on the can.
I don't have
There's a dude riding a skateboard.
Really?
Yeah.
Say, I knew it, right?
I think it's pretty cool.
I don't even skateboard. I just carry it around for respect. People think I'm about to break one off. I don't actually know skateboard. I'm just telling you that.
I appreciate
If you told me to drop in a bowl, I'm going to take some cereal and tip it over. That's all I know. All right. So what is the theory behind the Rad Little Thing?
So this is kind of like that East Coast haze, right?
Okay.
So you're getting,
hazy.
when you look at it, it's nice and hazy.
Right.
But you should get some of that kind of West Coast dank flavor behind it.
Oh.
So that's what they're kind of looking for with this.
So grab both coasts.
Yeah. East Coast.
Dual coast. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
so
like
7% alcohol.
Oh, it doesn't drink like that. That does not. I wanted to mention that the citrus did not have a 6% feel to it.
Right.
This does not have a 7% feel.
You know what? 2025 so far.
Yeah.
Has been delicious.
Or maybe I'm becoming immune to alcohol content. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's me.
That could happen after a while, I guess.
But, it's an honest review. It doesn't have an alcohol overtone to it. But this whole series is great.
Right.
I think everything that they put out has some sort of nuance that is different than the last.
No, I agree 100%. Sierra's been doing this for a very, very long time. Hazy Little Thing just blew up, and they did the smart thing and kind of played off of that, and they've gotten into all these offshoots. But when you're mixing that kind of haziness and a little bit of that juiciness up front,
right,
and then you're still getting the West Coast hop bitterness in the back, that's a really nice balanced beer. It's delicious. I mean,
this is not too much of either. It's not too much hop on the bag. It's not too much, but it's there. There's definitely a front and back flavor. I love it. I love it a lot.
I feel like I could do a kickflip now.
Do you bring your board?
Sure.
Or I actually have a plank of it's like a 2x4, but we could cut it down.
I have wheels.
Really?
Yeah, just a whole collection in the back.
All right, we're going to make a skateboard coming out. It's the first time we've ever done this on a brew review. Stick around. More coming up on the Morning Hog Brew Review on 95.7 The Hog. You got a staple gun or something?
Bicycle tires.
That's not going to work, bro. 95.7 The Hog, Daytona's rock station. Riggs the Morning Hog. Happy to be joined by my friend Josh S.R. Perrott, who has brought us great flavors to enjoy on this fun Friday as we enter into Super Bowl weekend, bro. So in my head, I'm like, I've done a lot of Super Bowls, but I kind of want to change it up. I think I'm going to be on home turf this year. So I'm going to be at home.
Okay.
What beers am I going to drink during the Super Bowl? Well, you've given me two great options already.
And then I got two more that might let you forget about the Super Bowl.
Fourth quarter. Maybe it's a blowout. Who knows? You,
Right.
need to make things more interesting.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with a 10.6%. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Let me give you the lasers on that one, because that deserves at least
Do I have
that.
to do it again?
Yeah, there you go.
It's a 10.6%.
Oh, my gosh. Whoa.
It looks like motor oil with a little bit of a head on it.
There you go. Oh, my gosh. Okay.
So this is Stone's Imperial Stout.
Oh.
So from what I understand, they've definitely made this beer in the past, right?
Okay.
And they had a contest and let consumers come out and say, hey, listen, we'll bring back one of your favorite beers. And this is the one that won the vote.
Really?
And here we go.
Well, first of all, I'm mad that I didn't get a vote, because I would have voted for Scorpion Bowl.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, for sure. But I do love the can itself. Makes me want to try it, just the label and the look.
Now, that's a big boy beer.
Yeah?
Yeah. So at 10.6%, I will say, because Stone is such a full-bodied, heavy-flavored beer, this drinks like a 10.6%.
Let me make sure my headphones are still on and my hat's secure.
And I'm not saying that in a bad way.
Oh,
because if I'm drinking an Imperial Stout, I want to know I'm drinking an Imperial Stout.
Sure.
This is not your dessert stout either. So it's not something you're having for dessert and looking for like that sweet. This is more of like a bitter chocolate flavor. But it's still ironically easy to drink.
I don't have an alcohol burn at all.
Right.
There's no after you're like, oh man, I shouldn't have had that. This is great flavor. Just happens to be 10% plus.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, that's full octane.
Now I can see why people brought this back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Stone has their devotees. I'm one of them. How you doing, Stone? And good for them for giving the fans what they want. You always want to do that as a performer. Like, if Def Leppard goes out and doesn't play Pour Some Sugar on Me, there's going to be a riot. Right? If Stone doesn't bring this back, probably the same thing.
Would you say this is their encore?
It would be an encore song. Yeah, it'd be an encore track for sure.
Like that.
Yeah. They might throw, maybe they'll strip it down acoustic a little bit, and then they ramp it up with this thing. Yeah.
All right.
This thing's heavy, crunchy, distortion pedal. Yeah. There's a mosh pit going on when you drink this beer.
Well, thank you, Stone, for bringing this back, because it's phenomenal.
Oh my gosh.
You don't see a whole lot of Imperial Stouts out there too often anymore. It's one of those styles that are definitely more for old school craft beer drinkers.
Sure.
Everyone's looking for beer flavored beer or something a little bit easier on the palate. For me, this is primo. And
it doesn't matter what season it is either. I know sometimes that'll be a seasonal thing, and I guess we're still technically in winter, but I mean, that to me says like, hey, drink it whenever.
Well, so kind of with the winter theme there, this is one of those ones, if you let it warm up a little bit, you're going to get a whole different thing of flavors as well.
Don't tempt me.
So
I'll put it in front of these lights. Hold on.
There you go.
My shoulder's getting sore. All right, well, let's go to the next beer, and then I'll come back to that.
All right.
This is probably a real easy drinking.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to go from 10.6% to 11%.
What? Sorry.
This bottle popper.
Did you say
works.
11?
Yeah, 11%.
Whoa. Okay. All right.
Don't purchase none of
You want? I can loan that to you.
these. Yeah, I don't want it. I'll throw it in the
You don't
trash.
want it? You want it on weekends or something?
On weekends.
Well, joint custody, man. Come on. We've done a lot of shows together.
So another one
Oh,
that kind of looks like motor oil,
what is
little bit. It's
happening
so
in that
dark.
beer?
but we know this beer a little
Okay.
bit. So Dragon's Milk,
Okay.
bourbon
Got it.
barrel aged. This is the Reserve series, so
Okay.
you're still getting another Imperial Stout. This is their
gotta
coffee
stretch out.
chocolate.
Let me stretch out before this beer.
There you go.
Because it's a high octane. And by the way, if you're at home listening to this here on a Friday morning, it's not a bad idea to just stretch out before you try these higher octane beers. Your body will appreciate it too.
Okay.
And you can get it as it sees through your system.
There you go. I will say, before you taste it, smell it.
Yeah, no, it's very coffee-ish on the front for me.
Yes, very much so.
But there's also like almost an amaretto or something in
Yeah,
there.
I think that's going to be the sweetness of the malts and
Yeah.
a little bit of that coffee in there. So they partnered with Madcap Coffee. I'm not as familiar with them, but I'm
Okay.
assuming it's up that way towards
Yeah.
where they're out of. But
Okay.
man,
Oh, that's real good.
I can't stop smelling it. It smells so
It's
good.
I know, right? Yeah, I kind of want to chew it, but it's this is very drinkable.
So it's always fun for me to kind of do styles back to back like this. You know, you have Stone's Imperial Stout.
Right.
This has a little bit more sweetness in the back end,
Okay.
a little bit more of a coffee flavor, whereas the Stone was more of like a bitter chocolate.
Right.
But you're getting chocolate in this as well.
Okay.
So a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is very complex. This definitely feels like the kind of bonfire beer, maybe.
Yeah.
That you want to finish off the evening with, so you don't have to operate any heavy
Yeah,
machinery.
Exactly, absolutely. So all the beers we've tried today are actually all limited or seasonal. So if you see them out there, grab them now because you may not see them again.
Sure.
Citrus Grove has a little bit of time on it. The Russian Imperial, the Stone, we didn't get a whole lot of that. So if
Okay.
you see it, go ahead and grab it.
Get it.
And then obviously the Dragon's Milk Reserve,
Yeah.
short-lived as well.
Wait till I go get it, and then you go
Yeah,
get
there you
yours. Yeah, I'll let you know. I'll go after the show probably. Can I get it? Find out the locations srprod.com/beer finder maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be the fastest thing.
It's a relief because I was going to Google, but I don't want to hit too many O's. You hit too many O's on Google, it'll give you something completely different too. Wow, what a great little palette, right? Huh?
Yeah, that's fun.
All right. So, in lieu of a Super Bowl prediction, let's put that aside.
Yep.
Let's you and me now pick what we think our favorite snack will be for this 2025 season.
Ooh,
What do you think?
Funyuns.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They always
Okay.
win.
Okay. I'm going with pizza flavored Pringles. There you go. All right. So there you go. We made our picks. We'll find out if it holds up. Fact check us in January of next year.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
Yeah,
thank
put a
you,
pin in
Josh.
that one.
Cheers.
Cheers.